When people think of marathon racing shoes, the first brand that comes to mind is usually Nike. And the first shoe that usually comes to mind is the Vaporfly, the king of road racing shoes. So I thought it was time that I give the Vaporfly Next% 3 a go with my body, my legs, and my feet. This is the Nike Vaporfly 3, and it's time to take it for a run. What's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and today we are here to talk about the Nike Vaporfly Next% 3. But before we get into that, a few disclosures. This is a shoe that I bought with my own money. All of my thoughts and opinions are my own. No one has told me what to say about this shoe or in this video. Totally mine. Also, if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing, give me a like below, and comment on this video. Everything's super helpful, trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. It was 1,000, but now I'm just trying to get to 500. Would love for you to join the community. Let's talk about this shoe. So the Nike Vaporfly Next% 3 is a shoe that I purchased to use in the Chicago Marathon here in a few weeks. Kind of knew that I wanted to try something else other than the Endorphin Pro 3, which is my other racing shoe, and obviously the Nike Vaporfly is kind of the king when it comes to super shoes for a lot of runners around the world, including a lot of runners that I know personally. And then this amazing Eliud Kipchoge edition came out, which was just exciting when it was announced, first of all, and then getting it in. It's such a beautiful shoe. But after getting the Nike Invincible Run 3, it was pretty obvious pretty quick that Nike shoes were really not for me, a wide-footed runner. They didn't fit really well. And then especially the Nike Vaporfly 3, I could not imagine running 26.2 miles in this shoe after using it after a few workouts, and we will get into that. But first, let's talk about the specs of the shoe. The Nike Vaporfly Next% 3 in a men's size 9 comes in at 6.5 ounces or 184 grams. Certainly exciting when it comes to getting the lightest shoe you can for race day. It's absolutely one of them. It has a heel stack of 38 millimeters, a forefoot stack of 30 millimeters with an 8 millimeter drop. And then it does have that signature Nike Zoom X foam. It is the foam that they call their ultra resilient and premium running experience foam. It also has a full length carbon fiber plate called the Fly plate. You can actually see that written on the plate through the window on the bottom of the shoe. And that is, it's a carbon plate in a racing shoe. It's basically, it's there to create a springy, exciting, propulsive feeling. It adds that kind of push that you're looking for on race day, and it's no different in the Nike Vaporfly 3. And in fact, as a lot of people know, Nike kind of wrote the rules when it comes to carbon fiber plates and racing shoes, so they know what they're doing. The outsole is just a thin rubber piece that you'll see in two spots. Up on the forefoot, you'll find the kind of waffled design with the Nike logo flayed kind of throughout. And then definitely on the heel, you'll see another two small slabs that kind of match the Zoom X foam next to them. This also has the Flyknit upper, which is definitely so in the Invincible Run 3, that has a Flyknit upper as well. Totally different feel, totally different kind of upper. You would expect it to be different in a racing shoe. It is extremely breathable, extremely minimal. It does have a small pillow in the heel counter. The lockdown is great. It's also got a offset lacing system, which allows the shoe to kind of wrap around your foot and cradle it a little bit more, which is perfect for when you're going to be out there for a long time, and perfect for the higher speeds while you're running. And it also has these awesome laces that are kind of ribbed And what that allows you to do is get an extremely tight and secure lockdown when you lace these up. Now, like I said, I am a wide-footed runner, and Nikes really aren't for us, and that's totally understandable. But it does kind of isolate us from certain kinds of shoes, and the Vaporfly Next% 3 is one of them, unfortunately. So the first few times I tried the shoe out, I put them on only for speed work sessions, but I put them on and ran slowly to the location that I was going to be doing my speed work sessions, and it certainly sucks when it comes to the slower tempos. Running down to the track was like, I mean, I felt like I was wearing stilettos. The back of the shoe is extremely intense. There's a lot of structure there, but there's not a lot of support underfoot. You can see how kind of narrow that is. It doesn't kind of widen out like some shoes do. And so anyways, that kind of creates a very unstable, wobbly effect when you're not going very fast. So I did find that on the easy miles running to the place where I was doing the workout, whether it was the track or a different trail, those easy miles were uncomfortable and unstable. Just not a lot of fun. But I did find on the workouts themselves that it was a very fast shoe. It certainly does give you more when you're taking it up to the speed that it was designed for. Even at my marathon pace, which is like an 8-minute mile right now, that's just not quite fast enough for this shoe. I was on a workout last week when I was doing basically progression mile repeats, and I decided to go ahead and push the pace a little bit to see what this was capable of with these legs, the legs that I have. And I was able to get like a 7:14, a 7:04, and I think a 6:50 mile. I was able to progress through that very well. And I came up with a cadence, too, in these shoes that felt very effortless and very comfortable at those high speeds, which are not speeds that I normally operate in. And it clicked in my head like, okay, that's where these shoes want to live. And with my body type, they want to be going at the low 7, high 6-minute mile tempos. And I'm just not there as a runner. I don't have that kind of aerobic base yet. And so while I can see that this is a shoe for somebody like me because my feet were in it and I was able to take it up to those speeds, and at those speeds I felt very efficient and very comfortable. It's just not a speed that I can maintain, certainly not for a full marathon, but it's something that I plan to keep working on, and I plan to keep working on specifically in this shoe. It's at those paces, the shoe is extremely comfortable. You kind of forget it's even there. It's like it just becomes an extension of your body. And I found that I was definitely springing off my foot a lot more than I was at my typical marathon pace. I was using less, I think, effort to do that, just because my speed had picked up, my cadence was up. I was definitely up on my toes a lot more, and I just felt so much faster, and it felt really good. And I have to be honest, if I was not at the peak of my marathon training, if I was very fresh and doing that workout, I probably could have maintained that pace for a few more miles. The 7:04 to 6:55, 6:50 minute mile pace, I probably could have pushed my body to do that. But that's not where I'm at right now. I just finished a 50-mile week and then a 45-mile week, tapers right now. And my legs are very tired. So that was fun. I'm glad I got to try those out, but it's clear to me that the Nike Vaporfly Next% 3 is not for me yet. I certainly plan to work hard to make these shoes something that I'm worthy of wearing and feeling comfortable in. It's like Thor's hammer. I'm like Captain America, and at the end of Age of Ultron, or at the beginning, trying to pick up the hammer, can't do it yet, but by the end of Endgame, I'm going to pick up that hammer, and that's a promise. So I do think this is a shoe that's built for race day. It's a shoe that's built for race day, and it's built for a fast runner who is extremely efficient in their cadence. I think also someone that naturally has a toe off form, someone that's not a heel striker like me, will probably find this to be a pretty fun shoe to do half full marathon in, even at slower paces. But because I find myself on my heels a lot more, and because this is pretty stable, this is pretty unstable underneath the heel portion. It's very squirrely underneath. It's just not for me at those paces. But I think a lot of people that don't have wide feet, which is most people, are going to love this shoe. It's such a comfortable shoe at the high speed. It's super lightweight, super breathable. It looks great. It looks fast. It is fast. So I think you're going to find a lot of people that are going to be picking this shoe. I'm probably going to see this colorway too, the Iliad Kipchoge edition, like all over the place in Chicago this year. I can kind of guarantee that that's going to be the case. This shoe is on Running Warehouse's website right now for $249.95. I will say when I got this shoe 3 weeks ago, you could get it in any size that you wanted. Now all that I'm seeing available on their website is in a men's size 12. So this thing went quick, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the Iliad Kipchoge, his Berlin finish, which super awesome, but also just the man himself inspiring like a Nike colorway. People want that. Collectors want it. Runners want it. So good luck getting it. So anyway, guys, are you running in a fall marathon? Which marathon are you running in? And what super shoe, I'm assuming you're running in a super shoe, what super shoe are you going to wear for the race? I'd love to see that in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you about it. Again, it'd be awesome if you guys could like and subscribe, leave a comment. Again, trying to build the channel, trying to get those numbers up. Everything helps. The more people I can get on board, the more of these videos I'll be able to do for you guys. All right, so as per usual, stay hydrated, stay healthy. I'm kind of weak right now on the right hammy. I'm hoping that's going to go away before Chicago. But catch you on the flip side.